Every single day, Donald Trump continues to prove just how incompetent the previous administration was. I mean, come on. Just in 5 days, this man has gotten so much more done than the Biden administration was able to do in 4 years. President Trump is now headed to North Carolina and then California. The days of having America First leadership in the United States have returned, according to John Rocker. Look at all the news outlets. You know, we need somebody whom is a leader right now, somebody whom can take action. And this is exactly what we voted for. This right here. This is quite literally what we voted for in terms of trying to clean up America and also have aid readily available for Americans as opposed to Ukraine and all this other stuff. Of course, Trump aims to critique the previous administration's response to the hurricane, claiming that North Carolina was treated terribly by FEMA and promising to enhance recovery efforts. And this right here is somebody who's giving her reasons as to why she's proud of her Trump vote. If you want to know why I voted for Donald Trump, take a look at North California. In 4 months, our past administration couldn't do anything for these people. In 2 days, President Trump has these people being transferred to fully furnished apartments. Come on, y'all. This guy's getting it done. Hold on, let's hear it from her mouth, though.
If you ever want to know why I voted for Donald Trump, take a look at Western North Carolina. In 4 months, our past administration couldn't do anything for these people for the hurricane that hit them on September 24th of 2024 this year. These people lost their homes, they lost their cars, their stores. There was no Walmarts to go and replace things. There was no Lowe's to go and get tools at. They lost their family. They lost everything in this flood. It took everything from them. It wiped out entire towns. And our past administration had the nerve to cut them a $750 check and wipe their hands.
Always $750 or around 700. Something with the 700 marker on it. Why?
Away. These people went in the freezing cold, sleeping on the grounds in tents with their babies. Some of them had newborn babies sleeping on the ground in tents with snow on the ground. Can you imagine? And in 2 days, President Trump has these people being transferred to fully furnished apartments. In 2 days.
Wow.
Our borders are being closed.
Because now we don't have somebody that's in the office taking these funds and just doing whatever the hell he wants to do with them. You know, I can't believe that we have families that are being dismantled the way that they are that were being dismantled and still dealing with the crisis of Hurricane Helene. And the previous administration couldn't house illegals, give them fully furnished apartments, give them food stamps. You know what I mean? Put them up, let them live all big, but you have nothing readily available for our American citizens, the people who actually pay taxes here. That's just heartbreaking, man. It's sad. Somebody said, amazing what we can do when billions aren't sent to Ukraine constantly. Tony says, so frustrating. We sent so much money to Ukraine while our own people suffered. And that's just ridiculous, man. That's just honestly unacceptable. And that's the reason why I voted for Donald Trump. Trump signed a 90-day pause on all foreign aid until Florida, North Carolina, Tennessee, and California citizens are taken care of. It's amazing how easy it is to help America first. And it's wonderful to see my money being used to do it. This is what we pay our taxes for right here. Promises made, promises kept is something that I've been seeing pop up on my timeline quite frequently for the last couple of days. It's definitely great news. Donald Trump is going to be out there to be with the victims and also see how more aid can be provided to them. Unlike the previous administration, somebody said it's beautiful to see justice for the right people, especially the ones who pay taxes every day. I'm pretty sure that's what he meant to say right there. Now, Matt Van Swole posted this video. Woo! This is northwestern North Carolina right here. Wow. So this is drone footage of Western North Carolina. It says the USA has zero money for us, Western North Carolina, yet absolutely had to send billions to Ukraine. Then Trump takes office, and now magically we don't have to send billions to Ukraine. WNC gets help instantly. Western North Carolina. Make it make sense. You're not going to be able to make it make sense, unfortunately. Well, our common sense can make it make sense. Of course, we can do that. But in terms of the previous administration being able to explain this, no, it doesn't make sense. These people are foreign assets, if you ask me. They colluding with other people in order to enrich themselves. President Trump actually blasted FEMA previously and saying that he was actually going to visit North Carolina on Friday. I'm stopping in North Carolina because those people were treated very badly. We're going to get that thing straightened out.
FEMA is getting in the way of everything, and the Democrats actually use FEMA not to help North Carolina.
It makes no sense.
So I'm stopping on Friday. I'm stopping in North Carolina, first stop, because those people were treated very badly by Democrats. And I'm stopping there. We're going to get that thing straightened out because they're still suffering from a hurricane from months ago. And then I'm going to go to California. FEMA is getting in the way of everything.
Yeah, man, this goes to show you this is the type of president you need. And this is what they are afraid of. Because Donald Trump ain't in there to enrich himself. So he's getting in the way. He's the middleman between the corruption and what's right now. And the corrupted, they over there sitting back going, oh my God, no, he's messing up the money. He over there like, hey man, we need to get the American citizens taken care of. That's priority number one. And being a leader in that position, that should be priority number one. I don't know why we're trying to prioritize other people before us. It's not saying that we don't have a heart towards other people. I'm just saying, like, come on, dog. How can we take care of anybody if we can't take care of ourselves? Seriously, Jack said, we're coming North Carolina, FEMA-ish, and Trump will take care of you. We have not forgotten what Biden and Skamala did to you. Help is on the way. So we can see, man, the people are with, the hearts and minds are of the American people are with North Carolina. President Trump just called out FEMA for blocking progress like a dam holding back a flood for relief. While others play politics, he's breaking through the barriers to bring aid where it's needed most. North Carolina deserves action, not excuses. We need you in SoCal next. He's definitely said he's going to visit California. Now, this Western North Carolina resident who had been sitting in FEMA hotels for months is now being moved rapidly into long-term, fully furnished apartments. The Trump effect is here is what Matt Van also added to this.
When I found out that I was actually going to be able to get an apartment, I was just like relieved. And it didn't really hit in until I like walked in here and saw a kitchen table and a bed. And I was like, oh my God, you guys got me cups.
Wow.
I mean, it just had like just enough to where I could bring in my own things. And then I started crying when I saw the bed because it's just very comforting. I'm like, oh, I get to stay here for a little while. So that was nice. And then we did hugs with the FEMA guys and Gordon, who helped me get in here. And then the dogs somehow knew that this was where we were going to be for a minute and had a band of a time. And I just like sat in here and was just like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay for a minute. It's a great relief.
That's good, man. Beyond heartbreaking, knowing that these families, these people aren't getting the proper aid to help them in these crisis situations. Goes to show you how important this president is. It goes to show you just how, I mean, come on, look at it. America, we had Donald Trump. We ran to Joe Biden because of our TDS. And because of Joe Biden, we ran right back to this guy. For this reason, because we knew that he was a leader and somebody whom can get the job done. We have people out here suffering, people out here whom are deprived of basic essentials. This woman was happy that she had access to a bed. Now, don't get it twisted. We all need to be grateful on a regular basis, even though we enjoy these things without having to worry about them being taken away from us. You have to, man, you have to, your heart has to go out to these people, man. You have to be a human about this, right? Sorry, y'all, I'm getting a little sidetracked off of just how serious this is and the lack of effort from the Biden administration. And you know it was a lack of effort when you watch a president come in just in ain't even a week in and he's already there to try to provide some sort of aid and relief. This right here is Donald Trump is taking care of North Carolina. Go ahead and see what she has to say. I think I have to turn the volume up on this one though. Hold on.
Y'all can say whatever you want about the last administration. You can say whatever you want about Trump and the current administration. But he's been in office for about 5 minutes. And Western North Carolina is getting the help that they have needed and begged for months. So thank you, Trump. Thank you for this administration. And thank you for all those people who have stuck by the people in Western North Carolina. We're so grateful for you.
Ooh, I'm so sorry for everybody ear that I just toe up. My fault, y'all. Y'all know we got to customize the volume on this thing. Insurrection Barbie posted the fact that Donald Trump is able to help the people of North Carolina in his first week means that the previous administration made a conscious effort to leave American citizens without any help after a natural disaster. Dang. He's right. I'm going to read that one more time. The fact that Donald Trump is able to help the people of North Carolina in his first week means that the previous administration made a conscious effort to leave American citizens without any help after a natural disaster. And those are the people that are trying to guilt you into putting conditions on giving California money. Perspective. So it brings me back to my point of who's getting rich off of this? As Dan Bongino always tells us to do, follow the money. Who's profiting off of this is what I really want to know. Biden and his administration were the most corrupt. They all belong in jail. Yes, they do, man. Yes, they do. From Hunter to Papa Biden to Pelosi, all of them, man. Absolutely accurate if you don't look at the literal mountains of evidence beyond any doubt that the Biden regime was intentionally trying to hurt us Americans, not just neglecting to protect, intentionally causing harm. Then you are blind as a baby hedgehog, FJB. I feel like Joe Biden definitely had some sort of alternative agenda that was not centered around helping the American people. Just look at all the things that he did. I mean, sending money to foreign countries, creating all these different shell companies to funnel all of his money from said foreign countries, imprisoning political opponents, imprisoning anybody whom may challenge his political agendas. He had big tech, able to censor people, shut up people. Yeah, man, he never had the Americans' our best interests at heart at all. I said, moreover, we need to fill the coffers. I'm sorry. It says, moreover, we need to fill the coffers of the Amish back up all they selfishly did. What? Let me start this over. Moreover, we need to fill the coffers of the Amish back up for all they selfishly did, as well as recognize them for being part of the bedrock of our society and civility they exude in our country. Yeah, shout out to the Amish for real for how they showed up for President Trump this during this campaign. I mean, yeah, this voter election cycle. My fault, y'all. Kamala and her husband are investors in the lithium mines and want to buy the land. Why would they help the people stay there? So they trying to get people out of there so they can go ahead and buy up some more land is a theory. That's not too far-fetched for me to believe. It's government weaponization to have not helped the people who suffered from Hurricane Helene. Yeah, for sure. They was also using a lot of our taxpayer dollars to go after their political opposition. They should be prosecuted. We already discovered they weren't helping people with Trump signs. They need to out everyone responsible for this corruption. Trump helps North Carolina in days while the last administration let him rot. Disgusting. I'm continuing to read a few more. It's a clear statement. The previous administration hated America and its people. It's impossible not to see. Thank God for Donald Trump. Mm, 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 mm. All I can say is Donald Trump being back in office is about to prove to so many different people how corrupt. I mean, that Joe Biden and his family was corrupt. I mean, come on, this is a family that got pardoned by his own family. Joe Biden pardoned everybody, even people who allegedly didn't do anything criminal, which raises a lot of suspicion for the American people. Biden, Kamala, neither one of them, in my opinion, could be trusted. Known for being liars, caught on tape lying. I mean, multiple lies too, not just one or two. Donald Trump going to North Carolina, couldn't be more excited. I'm going to California, couldn't be more excited because I know that these people, our American citizens, friends, and families will actually get the aid that they deserve, as opposed to sitting here suffering, watching all of this money go to Ukraine, knowing that it could be helping them, watching all this money go to these illegals, knowing that it could be helping them, watching all this money go everywhere but them, knowing that they're paying their tax dollars for these type of situations. Oh my gosh. I guess the Ukraine was more important to the previous administration. If you ask me, that's quite disgusting.